On the date, November 28th, 2025, I left a comment on the level Night Terrors that read, GG, 9,348 attempts in 3 days, Cataclysm next. At this point in time, I didn't know that was going to be the last insane or extreme demon I would beat for over 6 months. I instantly wanted to keep pushing into harder and harder levels, so I began to play Cataclysm the next day. I stayed on the same path Tato X3's girlfriend Michelle was on since I'd been watching her for a while, so I'd beaten Supersonic as my first insane demon, Acropolis as my second, which I would say is my hardest before I beat Accu, and finally is of course Night Terrors. When I played Cataclysm, I would say that I did quite well and got 74% in about 2 weeks. Now you might be asking, if you beat Accu, then why are you talking about Cataclysm? Well, that is because I am horrible at consistently playing levels when things get hard. I ended up not only dropping Cataclysm, but dropped the Flawless after getting 56%, Crowd Control after getting 54%, Komodo after getting 85%, and finally I played Bloodbath, which I got an entire 91%. I was taking a break from Bloodbath since I'd been playing it every day for over an hour, so I didn't want to get burned out. This allowed me to get absolutely addicted to wave challenges, along with taking a huge break to beat Hollow Knight and its sequel Silksong. All of this ended up making it so that I spent 6 months before finally beating my first extreme demon. I personally had an amazing time playing Accu, and also took the spot as my favorite demon, overtaking Future Funk. In the 3 categories that most people base levels on, I would give Accu an 8.5 in music, an 8 in decoration, and a 9.5 in gameplay. Next, throughout the level, there are many different choke points, which I will go over in order. First, there are these blue orbs at 23%, which I don't think is hard for many people, but I had trouble for some reason on these. Next, we will have the part at 49% through 52%, along with 55, which is the first big progress I had on this level. I'll go over my other progress later. Next, we have the wave at 69%, which is honestly pretty easy because of all the wave challenges that I grinded, but it still was not free. Now we just have the entire ending part, which has too many hard parts to count, especially one particular percent.
Foreshadowing is a narrative
I only start recording levels once I feel confident that I'm going to get some actual progress. That's why I start my progress off at 55%. Now I will show some of the most interesting points of this grind. Whoa! Holy, I avoided that barely. When I said that this level had good gameplay, it really showed when I died late in the level. Since I was having so much fun, I didn't even care when I died at all of these places. I lagged! Holy crap, 82. No. Bro, 89.99. You gotta be kidding me. $90, bro. Again? How? I clicked so early. No, bro! 95! Once getting that 95% death, I got off for the day, and the next day I wanted to grind Accu until I beat it, and that's exactly what I did on June 22nd, 2026. Before I show you the completion, I want to give a shout out to many different people, such as Tato X3, as I said earlier, Ludwig, who I watched a lot during this journey, Connex, who I was watching during the winning attempt, and finally, the most goated of all, my friend Flourish, who got me into GD. Now, without further ado, let's roll the completion. Oh my god. Let's go. Oh. First extreme demon. 3 days. 3,367 attempts. Oh my god. Now this is the end of my second video and my first extreme demon video. So if you have any recommendations for me to improve, make sure to leave that in the comments. Thank you. Also, if you want to see the full completion, I'll have that linked in the description.